That, by the way, is a whole bunch of monsters dying because we're about to fight an trial. Wasn't that something else last time? I don't recall. Anyway. Let's go Archvile hunt. Now, the first thing taking care of Archviles is you gotta know exactly when to shoot them. Generally speaking, it's when you see them. Wow. This thing is a range. So, someone was like, why is it called vultures? I think it's because Archviles are kind of like vultures. Considering that, you know, they go after corpses. I have 2 magical amplifiers. I always just do this. Oh no, I don't have the pseudocode, so I can't do that. How rude. I wonder, can you just place a corpse and an Archvile can resurrect it? Like, what are the restrictions and limitations on what an Archvile can and cannot resurrect? That being said, this level's very well designed for Archvile encounters because there's lots of cover you can hide behind in case of emergency. All you really have to do is break line of sight for like a second. Propane and propane accessories. Oh, we're totally not fighting anything in here. Oh, the button's over here. Oh, it's an elevator. I thought it was a little button. Why is this place so weird and spooky? What is the deal with video games? I like how the cover isn't there. At first you're kind of nervous because like, oh no, it's a big open area. I can't fight Archviles in here. This is no place for a man. That's all of them. I didn't get all the items though, but who cares? I think we're actually gonna finish this game today. Oh no, I forgot this level exists. Okay, first and foremost. So this level, I think, if I recall correctly, is huge. Like, I'm talking legit, capital H, huge. There's a lot of enemies. This is a pretty tough fight. It goes all over the place. You have one main objective, and that's to collect keys. This is a pretty monstrous level. Get it? Monstrous. if I recall correctly, I think I got stuck. Maybe I found my way out eventually, but I think I got stuck at some point. But yes, in the last video I mentioned levels shouldn't take that long to make. Fun fact: a lot of levels get revisions over time, and they get changes, and everyone's like, okay, we're gonna mix things up a bit, and they throw around what they already have. Ultimately, development of a level is not as straightforward as I make it out to be. But considering this project, like much of this was done in 4 years' time. It started in 2009, so it'd be 5 years in development. I don't know. Maybe I downloaded a later version though. It's entirely plausible that the version they downloaded they had like X amount of levels. Maybe they actually had all the levels and they just later decided to revise much of what they had. Like, I don't know. I don't have access to this particular information. Also, in case you're wondering why enemies now explode when you hit them with the rocket, apparently that's called Extreme Death, and they recently added it to this and the lead ball launcher, which is the miniguns, like Stratocaster. And you can now enjoy seeing a lot of people explode. You may also notice that so far this level has not like given us any real direction to travel into. We've kind of just been pointed along. It's like, oh, you can go here, I guess. I mean, if you wanted to, you could go over here. The problem with this level is you have to find a lot of buttons, a lot of keys, go all over the place. It's a nice change of pace. I'm not going to say it's not a different way to handle level design, but holy freaking hell, if this level is not a little too big, just a smidge, you know. Wouldn't have killed anyone to make it a little bit more straightforward. I might make a lot of cuts, depending on how the circumstances would go and flow. Ooh. Wrong move, X-Lax. Wrong fucking move. The bishop suit. Which unfortunately is at the end of the level. Is this where we started? Yeah, that's where we started. When you handed a secret, you're like, why is that a secret? It's like right out there. Is this that level though? Is it? Well, anyway, we can't do anything over here, so let's just go back, I guess. They also changed how this arrow works. Well, they didn't change it, they tweaked it. Buttons. It's good and wholesome fun. It's buttons. Jesus, man, this is I'm saying it might be one too many pain elementals to just throw out there. Just a personal second opinion. Now we have a map. A map that's going to be exactly 0 useful. For reasons that will become apparent over time. think this is actually where we need the keys, so I don't think we want to continue from here. Yeah, I think this is where we need the keys. We need to get the keys before we even go there, I think. Oh, but we can't go back. Well, thank you. Thank you. Can you imagine doing this, like, legit? Like, having to chip away at all these enemies. I don't think I've been having that much fun. Well, these bullets are crazy. They do a lot. This is a workhorse bullet I've ever stolen. But there's lava, and I'd rather not interact with that, so... Can I go somewhere else? No, I can't. How long was the level after this? Because it's really only level 26, and level 25 is not even finished yet. I'll be. Cleansing flames. They'll clean it up for me. Where did you all come from? Oh, from over here. One put on my suit. Let me just put on yonder suit. Gives us an auger, I guess. Or a plasma rifle if we were playing an old Doom. Like, in case you don't know, like, Cygnus actually has like a small, like, he doesn't actually move all that well. Like, he takes us for a second to get going. With the spiked boots, he just goes. Now, if I recall correctly, we can't do anything here because we need the red key to open this door. There are no buttons we can push. There's another door over here, but we also need a red key to open this door. And it's at this point that I kind of assumed we're kind of stuck on the side of the fence. Because there's no other buttons to push. Oh, did we go down here yet? No, but we can't, technically speaking. Oh, that's that area, okay. Oh, yeah, we go down here, that's what we do. My butt. I drew an art today. I drew a nice art today. It wasn't world's finest art, but it was a nice little art. At least in my opinion, captured the feel of what it was supposed to. I drew that little flying crocodile. from Wario Land, from the Mirror Mansion. Which, for some reason, I don't know why, but that enemy type just makes me... The design just makes me go, oh! It's an ancient answer has been given. Oh, I never set this up. Whoops! I need a Reiki to open this door. Where's the button we need again? There it is. So now I might wonder, okay, what do we do? Now, the problem I have with this is it commits a cardinal sin. The cardinal sin of expecting us to know that we're supposed to backtrack back out of there, because usually things are very self-contained. Here it's like, nope. You have to walk back and forth a couple of times to use some places. This is not, like, that bad, but it still makes me go, And then this fucking asset shows up. Do we have it? No. Oh, great. It has decided to initiate self-damage mode. Sorry, Mr. Archford, but you can go and fuck yourself. I can't believe this boy can shout so loud he can make people fall right over. But such is the magic of editing. How many health items even are there in this area? Some medicinal kits. Now push the button, and this whole platform is like the thing. I don't know why I did it like this. It's kind of weird. There's another thing here where you push the button and it makes the platform go down. I don't know why I did it like that. So this is a little bit hey yeah bop. Now we have the red key and can open the red door. Imagine how frustrating it was when I didn't know you could do that. Wow. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to ruin your life. I just wanted to fuck your wife. These things are mutually exclusive. Eh. How does this work again? Did we kill everything? I think we killed everything. Maybe we'll go through this door first. Someone out there is being a silly Billy. Now we're over here. Hey, we can leave. Look at how awesome that is. I get to leave. Shit, this guy's here. Unfortunately, I have motherfuckers here. Open. The gauntlets of pain. How do I get to that area? I need to get the blue key first. But where is the blue key? Oh, I gotta go down there, don't we? Like I said, Unstable Journey is a long-ass level. It does not mess around with length. I'm not going to say you should or should not do a long level. Like, do whatever you think works for that particular level, but this really, when your first playthrough at least, it felt like a one-level WOD in just how it tried to stretch things out a lot and didn't provide direction, because it really used like all the elements it could to make a level as long as possible. This is the staircase. I don't know why the staircase requires you. I mean, I guess it's like the limit what you can do with the archwell or something. And over here are a whole bunch of dead people. We call them dead because they're no longer alive. You got two choices, Billy. Either you turn into a fine paste, or you turn into a corpse. Now, which one do you think is going to pay you longer in the long run? Who did that? Who did that? Who the fuck thought they could do that? Oh no! How am I supposed to read Pride and Prejudice now? No, I know some people find hello frustrating to listen to. To those people, I have the finest of words, selected only from the finest dictionaries in all the land. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. President. How do you live? You'll taste my foot. Ow, why the fuck does that keep happening? You know what? I'm gonna go read the Stratocaster description and see if I missed something about this. That's Struker Dynamite. It says it prevents self-damage, but clearly doesn't care for time to time. Holy shit, why is that so dumbly expensive? Why is that so ridiculously expensive? Oh, I think I remember this part. This part that's kind of... Part's kind of dumb. We're just waiting for a key to happen, mostly. And the reason to put that enemy there is so you can't hide in that cubby hole, but that enemy's so easily taken care of. Like, if you have a minigun, you can very easily defend your position and keep the pressure going. To the point that I don't even think there's a reason they should have just not done this way. They could have just skipped out on that dude. Although, I guess, without him, it feels so cheap, you know? It's like, ah, they thought of that, and I was smarter because I was prepared. Noticing a small uptick in hit scan enemies, but they're not like in specifically bad situations. Now, where's the button? Oh, this is a door. I don't know. I think one thing that Doom originally did very right is every door is like, that's a door. You weren't like, is that a door? You were like, that's a door. You could just point out with your little waggly finger and go, that's a door. Well, howdy doody. That's a door. Well, howdy doody. Okay, so in a moment we're gonna get like the worst fucking switch in Doom history. Or it's one of the switches that makes me seriously ask some questions. S'il vous plaît. Because it's one of those switches that's like, okay, it makes sense it's there, and it doesn't, like, break any Geneva conventions. But I still have questions. Here's a button that looks like an apple. So if my scientific calculations are good, there you go. So, notice how this looks more like a, oh, it's a shortcut. You go from one to the other. There's a button here. I don't know why that button's there, but that button threw me off way too much. You need to push that button for this. We don't have the blue key yet. We can't even use it, but you have to go here to get the thing for the... I don't even know, man. It's like they wanted to have an extra key, but they don't want to bother to program it in. It's such a minigun room. Like, the minigun would be perfect here. There's just too much that dies to the minigun quite effectively. There's the blue key. I love it. I don't know, I got a soft spot in my heart for lowering the key. Also, this would be very annoying if you couldn't look up and down. Like, in Vanilla Doom, I don't think it's possible to look up or down. You can only look directly ahead of you. Hey, we have all the keys now. But do we go over back to the beginning? How about we go to the blue section first? See what is, in fact, over yonder. Over yonder hill. These levels are a lot better on your second go, but as I've mentioned before, I don't know what to say about that. What does it mean if a level is really only fun on your second go? Like, imagine you watch a movie. The movie's terrible. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And then later down the line, you're like, okay, fine, I'll watch a movie again because I got a friend coming over, and the friend's like, hey, I want us to watch this movie. And you go along with it, and you're watching it, and you're like, hey, this movie's actually pretty good. They can actually, And you sit there, uncertain. And you're not even sure, like, if your original opinion was even correct. Was it correct? Was this movie actually good or bad? And there's a bunch of times where I've asked myself that question. Of if something is only good on the second pass, is it even good? Like, if something is actually good, it's good on the first go, you know. If you make something perfect, it's enjoyable on every go. Which also means the first one. Thus, naturally, anything that does not succeed at delivering whatever message it's trying to convey on the first go, it's automatically not the perfect thing. It's not great. And I found myself sitting on that question for a while. Do you like invulnerability? Do you like a whole bunch of bullshit? Do you like it when things just spontaneously stop existing? Well, so do I, boy. So do I. The fun part about the instant killing is that enemies can't spawn into corpses. So this was all for the BFG, I guess. This is like, hey, you want to get a BFG? Here you go. Here you go, tomboyo. Well, let's get the Fritz out of here. That was nice. It's nice to like, hey, you got the blue key, you can get a treasure chest. Ugh, my stomach hurts. Mostly because of stool. Prepare to be terminated. Oh, God. I just remember what this level is. I just remember what this level is. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, we can do this. We can do this. I've just got to believe. So, this level is, I think, the Tower of Sparks. It's implied to be that area. Excuse me. I can't fit. Why is this place not badass suit accessible? That's not a door, but it is. And so we must ask ourselves the question, what is the truth but the interpretation of dance? When I punch, man turns into ash. Hello there, Mr. Man. Have you been ashified today? Okay, so there's a button here. Oh, there it is. I was always wondering where the button was, but that's where the button is. Okay. I guess I just wasn't looking. That looks so dumb, though. Heck, man, there's a lot of vials out here. It's a barnyard out here. And then up go the stairs. I found some stairs. That took a second, but oh god. Why, oh why, oh why, oh why. So this level, as I mentioned, is kind of neat. I like the design, I like the attempt that was made. But, yeah. This is pretty complex. Yeah, I could see this taking a little time to make, but at the same time, I don't know. Does the shop still sell, now I can jump like the wind. Okay. Alright, I can't go down there then. The hell? I kinda wanna draw more. I feel like drawing. That's a really good way to get rid of lost souls. Heck. Just die already. Why don't you just lie down and bleed to death? You know, there's a lot of times where I was like, man, I'm sad this wad's gonna be over soon. But with this one, it's a lot more, I'll live. Oh, we are now underneath the ground. What, who? God, this guy's got a hard out for those guys. So I kind of understand what this is for. That's an elevator. No. Then I assume I want to take this one. Yeah. That's clever. You know, I hope this level ends soon, because I'm not having the greatest of times. It was not the best of times. It was not the lurched of times. I still like this. It was the best of times. It was the lurched. Lurched. Okay, look at word like lurch, then I'll go hee 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 oh ho 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 ho. I do appreciate one thing about Doom, and it's something that I brought up a couple of times by now, but I feel that it deserves the honorable mention every single time. And that is the Doom sound design. Oh hey, they might actually look like one shot this time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Still can't afford that. That portal, if I recall correctly, is actually the ending. Be a lot easier once we can get our S's in there. Because then we're done. Because then we get the little end segment and we get a little to be continued. Of course they give us a just in case BFG. You know, just in case. Just in case someone talking about you, little Billy, fucks up. Here's a looking at you, Billy. Oh, we're done. So that was it. welcome to the level that is best described as to be continued. That was Back to Saturn X, the Cacowards 2014 third entry, Back to Saturn X2, which is a fancy name that I keep forgetting. The tower in the Fountain of Sparks, I think. It's a nice WAD. It's a nice little excursion, shall we say, but at the end, it's one of the situations where I'm happier it's over. You know. What's up next? Oh yeah, the Shadow of Kronos. Kronos is it's a Hexen, so we're gonna do Hexen and we're gonna see what Hexen's like. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.